Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're all having a great weekend. Today I'm bringing you my two-tier Yankee candle holder. Unfortunately these keep twizzling round, but as you can see inside it has two of the Yankee votives, which I absolutely love. This one is called Winter Glow, and I just think they'd be a really nice cute little gift either to put on the Christmas table, especially if you're having more than your normal family or an extended family coming over. I think they'd be really cute to give, and they are quite easy to make. As you can see, this one is red and green from the Quilted Christmas, a cute little tag on the top that you can add or change to whichever you wish, and a lovely little felt embellishment, a little bit of ribbon, and as I said, and the good thing about this is you can still smell the candles as well, because I've not put a window sheet inside, and I did that on purpose so that you could smell the candles. So I'm going to show you how to make it. So to start off with, you need a sheet of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 9 inches. Obviously I chose real red on the previous one, and this one is garden green, in keeping with the Christmas quilt colours. And you need to score your cardstock. So with your 9 across the top, very simply you're going to score at 1 inch and then every 2. So 3 inches, 5 inches and 7. So that's 1, 3, 5, 7. We're going to rotate and we're going to score 2 inches across the bottom, and then at 6 1/4 across the top. So it's 2 in from both ends. Simple as that. We'll just move this out of the way. So then we need our bone folder, and as usual we are going to fold and burnish all of our score lines. And again, as I say on all of my videos, all the products that I use are current. I don't use retired because I think that's pointless. So all of the products I've used are available in the annual and or winter catalogue. And there is also a list on my blog, and the links for that is below. So, folded, scored, burnished. So the next thing is the delightful scissors. And so we're just going to simply cut away these long thin panels at either end here. So just cut that one away and that one away. Get rid of those. And then before we start cutting these up, because we don't want them to get in the way, we're going to do our die cutting just to get these two windows here. So I'm using the Quilt Builder framelets, and I'm just simply using this triangle piece here. So before we do our die cutting, we need to stick on our DSP panels, and these are 1 3/4 by 4 inches. So I'm just going to stick these on, and again, as I said, all the measurements will be on my blog. So I'm just going to pop these on. I'm not too concerned with which one goes where, I've just got them as alternating. These patterns are fantastic on this Christmas quilt DSP. I absolutely love it. They are just fabulous. I've actually lost count of the amount of packs of this that I've got through now, because both sides are just equally beautiful. And I think I said before when I did my chocolate box that even the patterns that I initially didn't like, I've actually now grown to like, because they are so different and unique. So I think they're fabulous. So this one was just going to be an all green one. So those are my panels stuck on. This is my die, so I'm just going to move that out of the way and try and bring in my big shot. Ugh. It's getting heavier by the day, I'm sure. So I'm just going to unwind this, and I'll move this across so you can see. Now this will just fit nicely on here. So what I did was, first off you need to make your box up so you know which one's going to be the front. So this white panel is the front of my box, and this is where my die needs to go. So I'm going to pop that on there so I know. Then what I need to do is, is fold this end piece under, and then this tab under, and it will just fit perfectly on your sandwich. And then I'm obviously just going to pop my die cuts in place. So the die goes there, my sandwich goes on the top, and then you can just push it through. Now, the only thing that I will show you in a moment, just take that off, take that out, turn it round and pop the other one in, is that if, like me, you have extremely loved sandwiches, plastic plates, then you will get the impression on your card and on your box. So let me just take this all out of the way, get rid of that, and then I'll just pop this out and show you what I mean. So you can perhaps see there's a slight impression on that piece there. Well, that's fine because it's the tab, but when you open this one up, I don't know if you can see, but I've got impressions on my box. Now, I'm not overly concerned about it because they're not going to be looking at the sides or the back. They're only going to be looking at the front. You can get your bone folder and very gently try and smooth them out. The other option is to either A, use a fresh plate just for this one, or maybe try putting a piece of just normal white paper, printer paper or copy paper underneath, and that may just eliminate some of the markings. But like I said, I'm not overly concerned. So I'm getting this right. So that's the front of my box. So this is the bottom. So my tab is on the right hand side. So I'm simply going to cut up these vertical lines to create my base, and I'm also going to do the same with the top. And the good thing with this is it actually doesn't matter which way round you have the top or the bottom, because your die cut is the same, top or bottom, and so your bottoms, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to grab my fuse, because obviously I'm using cardstock and fuse is slightly stronger, and then I'm just going to fold that in and fold that up, and then the base. So this is my front, so this one goes in last. So I'm doing the sides, the back, and this one last. So flip it over, add some more fuse, and then just obviously make sure it's square when you pop that on. Get your bone folder in and just make sure you've got that adhesive stuck. And then you simply, I've got sparkling snow here, and I thought this was great because these are green, so they match my green box. So I simply pop those in, and I've popped down the two side ones, and then I actually pinched together the top one and pushed it down. And then I just used one of the gold binder clips to hold it in place. And there's your box with your candles in, which you can still smell. And as you can see, you don't really notice that embossing now. There's maybe a little bit I can see there. I'm not really interested in the back because that's not where I'm going to be looking. And so you just need to decorate it. So as you can see with mine, I've got the beautiful quilted Christmas ribbon. And to create my bow around the centre, I simply grabbed a piece of the ribbon, and I'm aware that this light's fading, so I'm hoping you can still see okay. So I added my ribbon to there, cut the right length, and then I actually just used glue dots to adhere it. And so I'm just going to pop one there and put the end of my ribbon on it, and then I'm just going to work my way round, making sure that it's level and adding a glue dot just to hold it in place. So then I want another one on the back, so that one stuck there, another one this side, and I'm just simply placing it down and then sort of mentally noting on the DSP where it needs to be stuck. and then I come round to this side and I'll just add another one there. Just pressing putting my finger through and just pressing it down, and then I just made a simple bow on the ribbon here and adhered it on separately. That wasn't very pretty. I'm trying to rush now because I'm mindful of the light going. The light in my room here is dreadful. It would probably make it 10 times worse. So I'm trying to be quick so that I can show you this before the light fades. Anyway, you get the gist of how to... Oh, there we go, it's gone now. So I just made a pretty little bow that's actually not that pretty on this one. Trimmed my edges, and then I stuck this one on with the glue dot just on top of the join. Get off, don't stick to me, stick to the bow. And then I just stuck the bow on so it actually looks very clever, like you've tied it on. And then I've added one of the lovely felt embellishments to the top, which I'm not going to do because I'm mindful of the light, as I said. So to do the little decoration on the top, I've simply grabbed some of the ribbon. You don't need a long length, although I probably need something longer than that. And I have some Whisper White and Garden Green here, quilted Christmas quilt stamp set, and I just went for the peace sentiment. Mine's gone then. And where's my Garden Green? There it is. And I just stamped on a piece of Whisper White, making sure I left a bit of space this end. I'm not going to stamp the stars on because I don't need to. And then I actually just cut the strip off. And then, as you know, my cheating way of adding my layer, I just stuck it onto the corner. And then I cut this one. It's probably going to be wonky again now because I'm rushing, because it's getting darker and darker by the second. And then I used my handheld 1/8 of an inch punch to create that hole. And then I just popped my ribbon through. And the secret with this is get a point and then pull the points through, and try and do it at the same time, otherwise you're going to struggle to get the second piece through. You could make a bigger hole if you wanted to. I didn't want to. And then you just pull it through. There we go. And then you just, yeah, it's not long enough, this piece, never mind. Feed them back through the loop. Oh my goodness, it's getting dark. I do hope you can still see okay. And then you just sort of pull it as tight as you can and pop it under there. And with a felt embellishment and your little label, I think they're really cute table decorations. And I hope that you can still see and it's not too dark. Hope you enjoyed my projects, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!